Are you finding life quite challenging because you're feeling overwhelmed and there's too much on for you? Well, today I'm going to talk about the power of having a guide in your life and how that's impacted me in a positive way. And if you stay until the end, I have an extra special key tip for you then as well. Now, I want to talk about this because, like, let's be honest, there's more than enough information for you to go out there and crush your life. Like, there's enough free information out there, right? Let's be honest. People will be like, "Oh no, I need to buy the right, but I need to buy the right course." All these things. No, we've got that at our disposal. Like, there's so much information that's untrue. You can get it at the tip of your fingers, right? It's like, how do I do this? How do I do that? You can Google it. You can go, AI can tell you, right? Now, I used to be at a point, I'm like, right, I'm going to go alone. I'm going to listen to podcasts. I'm going to read books. I'm going to listen to books. And that's all great. That's great complementary stuff to actually having a guide. Yet I wouldn't take action I needed, right? I knew the first time I made my first video, I knew I had to go out and make a video. And there wasn't a shortage of information on the internet about how to start a YouTube channel or a video, right? It's available. It was available. And this was back in early 2019. And I wouldn't do it. Like, I'd be like, I need to find out more. I need to research more. No, that's rubbish. And the same with starting a business. Like, there is information out there on the internet how to start a business. Yet we don't take action. Why don't we take action? Because we're overwhelmed with so much information and we're not challenged enough on our own beliefs, our own psychology, our own mindset, if you will, that holds us back, even though we think, right, I've got a good mindset, but it's actually our psychology, the deep unconscious thoughts that are going on. And sometimes the conscious thoughts that are going on that you won't pay attention to that are negative, right? And actually having guides in the forms of coaches and mentors in my life is what has really helped me produce my results. Someone to give me the step-by-step, someone to really keep me accountable, to challenge my beliefs. Because there wasn't a shortage of information. There isn't. If you're saying I don't have the information, that's not true. There is more than enough information for you to do anything in this world. Yet having a guide is really going to speed up your confidence. Well, speed up your journey and therefore confidence. So how is it helping you by getting the same loop of being overwhelmed, being frustrated, and not actually moving forward on what you were meant to do or what you're intending to do? Because if you're anything like me, it got super, super, super frustrating, right? I've been guilty of this many times. So let's go through some steps that you can take now. First one, know where you want to go and why. Where do you want to go, right? It's no use looking for a guide if you don't know where to go. So you could ask for a guide, for example, in like riding. You could get an instructor for riding a horse. If you have no intention for riding a horse, why do you want to get that? You could go get a driving instructor, and then you've actually already, but what's the point of that if you already know how to drive a car, right? So it sounds silly examples, but we do that. Like, we don't think about what we actually need, right? So actually you've got to identify exactly where you want to go and why do you want to go there. That's the first step in terms of a good guide. And then ask yourself, who could take you there on that journey? Now, there's different forms. You could jump into a group program. Like, I jumped into or go to an event. Like, I've been to Tony Robbins events and they give you like step-by-step systems that you can use. I've been in the Grant Cardone programs where they give you like different systems, different strategies that step-by-step in the way that they did it to scale and grow, right? That's great. Or you could go on a journey where you got a one-to-one coach or mentor, right? Now, obviously you're not going to get, unless you're multi-millionaire, and even then you'd be on the waiting list, you're not going to get people like Tony Robbins going to coach you because he doesn't do that anymore. So you need to think who's actually a little bit further ahead than you on a certain journey, and would they be a good guide? And then that comes to my third step. Who has some good reviews and results? Don't just go to someone, and this is a mistake I've seen made, go to someone who talks a good game, who just talks a load of theories, they've read a load of books. look at someone who's got results for themselves and or other people. So if you go to someone who says, I can make you six figures in business in a few months' time, and like their reviews are crickets or they've never made that themselves, chances are they're probably not a good guide and they're probably not very valid. You go to someone who's like, okay, this is what you need to do for your health, this, and this. Yeah, they're not in the best shape that they could be. And, you know, their diet's not good, their exercise not good. Chances are, well, personally, I wouldn't trust them either. And the debatable one that's always kicks off a lot of argument is like, if you want a happy relationship, I believe I want to go to someone who's in a happy relationship. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are just taking a break from relationships but they're happy to help people into others, and they're like relationship counselors or whatever. Like for me personally, I always want to go to someone who's got the results or they're getting great results with people. Now that might be the case on the third one, to be fair. But always look at those three things would be my personal guidance, right? Know where you want to go and why. So that's the first one. Who is on that journey that you could learn from, who could take you there. And that could either be a group program or that more personalized one-to-one. And the third one, have they got great results themselves and or got great results for other people as well? And I'm going to take that step further. I like to actually see video testimonials of results when I'm looking for someone as a guide, not just written ones, because it's so easy to go on the internet, go on Canva and write a load of things or get like a fake picture of someone. So I like to actually personally look at video testimonials as well. Okay, my bonus point on how to find an effective guide is just go and ask your network, ask people you know, ask them what do they think or who do they know who might be able to support you in an area. It's often a very simple point, but often one that's overlooked because we're scared to ask for help. What are you more scared of? Asking for help or remaining the same in the same struggle? You can answer that one. Imagine where you're going to be if you don't ask for help, you keep in the same situation. What's that going to cost you? So that's what I got for you in terms of the power of finding a guide. It's not only going to speed up your journey, it's going to boost your confidence. You've got someone who can give you that step-by-step, as long as obviously you apply and take action. So I appreciate you for being here. You're improving other people's lives by being the best you. And remember, you are in control of your own self-esteem and confidence.